Week 12, game of the week. Here we are. The Colts, Indianapolis Colts, who are 8-2, are visiting the 5-5 Kansas City Chiefs this upcoming Sunday. 1 o'clock game. This is the game of the week for me. Obviously, we got the 8-2 Colts, who are third in the AFC right now. We got the 5-5 Kansas City Chiefs, who are defending AFC champions of the NFL previously in this in the Super Bowl last year, facing against the Philadelphia Eagles. So this game this week is desperation time for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're at home. They lost 2 straight. Patrick Mahomes has never lost 3 straight in his career, so this is probably an unforeseen territory for him and the team. Obviously, in this game, the Chiefs are a 3.5-point favorite. They're at home. Normally, their last 2 losses have come on the road, so if they was to lose this game, this would be pretty tough for them as far as like their playoff standings and the division right now. That would probably all be over, with Denver having about like a 4-game lead right now, especially with their win last week that they got while they was at home. So Kansas City still has a few more games against their division rivals, but this loss will all but lock up the division of them not being able to win it. On the Colts side, this win would just help them increase their lead in the AFC South. They got about a 2-game lead right now over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Also, Houston Texans, they are 6-5 also, so they're right there. So this game will help them increase their lead, and they also will be able to regain the number 1 seed in the AFC if they was to win this game for this week. So going into the matchup, looking at it on paper, this seems like it shouldn't be a close matchup. Looking at all the stats, the Colts are the highest scoring offense in the league as far as points per game. They're in top 10 as far as like yards per game, and they're at a historic rate for the EPA, meaning the amount of points that you score per drive, right? So they do all the things that the Kansas City Chiefs have trouble stopping on offense. Running the ball, they got Jonathan Taylor, who's leading the league in rushing touchdowns and yards. They have a great tight end in Tyler Warren, who's good at tearing up the middle of the field, something that the Chiefs kind of struggle with. In their defense, they have the addition of Sauce Gardner, who they traded for the 2 first-round picks, and they also this week is getting Mooney Ward back, so that's make a dynamic duo on the outside. They also have Nick Cross at the safety position along with Cam Bynum, so their secondary is looking pretty stacked. They're missing DeForest Buckner for this game, so that's a huge loss, but they should be able to do just okay with him out. On the Kansas City side, they're missing one of their left guards. They're going to have a backup plan. And they also are missing Isaiah Pacheco, who's going to miss this game also. So those are 2 hurt pieces for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's like they're going in opposite positions as far as like getting healthy. The Colts are getting healthy right now, and the Chiefs are kind of not really there right now. So yeah, but I think this is a great matchup for the Colts just because of how, like I said, everything matches up. Things that they like to do on offense, the play action is something that Kansas City struggles with really, really bad. So the Colts are one of the best teams in the league, especially Daniel Jones. He's thrived off of play action passes, so this should be a game where he does that more than usual. I would like to say Shane Steichen will probably want to use that more than usual, so we'll see how that turns out. But going to the Kansas City side, I think that the Chiefs actually they have a blueprint as far as stopping Daniel Jones. The past 2 games that they played, the turnovers have been the last 2 games he's had about 6 turnovers, I think, in the last 2 games, and he only had 4 in the first 8 games. So that's a huge turnaround. He's got sacked 12 times in the last 2 games, and he only had 7 or 8 in the first 8 games, so that's a big turnaround as well. The blitz rate has been getting to him. I think it has more to do with the offensive line than the play calling than Daniel Jones himself, but that's something that the Colts will look to correct on. Chris Jones being in the middle of the Kansas City Chiefs defense is not really going to help that out. They do a good job with blitzing also, either out the middle or around the edge, so that's something that the Colts have to watch out for. With all that being said, we're going to get to my prediction for the game. I think that the 3.5 spread is something that the Colts should probably be able to cover. I don't know if they'll win the game, but I know they'll definitely cover that spread. I can see 1 or 2 scenarios. Either the Chiefs winning by a last-minute field goal, something like 24-27 or 24-21, or surprisingly enough, I can see that the Colts go into Arrowhead and make this one of the games where it's not really close, and the Chiefs will have to play catch-up. With Patrick Mahomes, you always know that it's a chance that they could win. But I just think it's too many things that's pointing to the Colts being the better team in this particular matchup. All the things that the Colts do well are things that the Chiefs have trouble stopping. And that's also pointing out the fact that Lou Anarumo is their defense coordinator. He's one of the only people in the NFL to give Patrick Mahomes any kind of trouble on a consistent basis. Also, I'm pointing out one more thing. It's only 2 teams that Patrick Mahomes has losing records to, albeit only 1 game under 500, but the Philadelphia Eagles, he has a 2-3 record against, and also the Indianapolis Colts, he has a 1-2 record against. So the 1 win did come up in the playoffs in 2019 with Andrew Luck at the quarterback position, so that was a while ago. But the Eagles, yeah, that's the only other team that Patrick Mahomes has a losing record to. So he could get back to 500 with a win this week, but I'm going to say that the Colts are going to win this game and cover the points, 3.5 points. So that's my pick for the game of the week. What do you think? You think that is? Let me know in the comments what you think about my pick for the week.